check. Mic.
This sounds good.
This sounds good. All right, let's hop on in then. See how
Thank you
I
for your
fare.
help.
See how I fare this time in this cutscene that I. Okay, I remembered what the button to skip cutscenes
You're
was.
just going for it. Watch that shot. Right in the face.
Oh. Good start.
It was. Remember, if you're in the wild and you see a shark, punch it in the stomach.
No, it's the nose. Mother, why'd you go up in that direction, you little shit?
Yeah, we're already back in the this hurts emotionally zone.
No, it's not that bad yet.
You do still need to get a grip back on for the game.
And also, I found out some of what I found out some of what I was doing wrong in this game.
What was that?
So during this part, apparently part of what I'm supposed to do when I'm like zoomed in like that is like hold down the punch button, which I never really considered.
Oh, right on. If Shark Boy is here, where is Lava Girl? I know what that is, but I gotta say, it was like shortly after my time.
Yeah, just a bit. So yeah, apparently one of the better ways to do damage on this guy is like just doing that. Like, see, I'm already have him down to like yellow health bar.
Oh, yeah.
And he's only like gotten one mine so far.
So, the general idea is it shouldn't have to rely on mines, basically.
Yeah, so there's basically just like a big thing that I was doing wrong that I didn't really realize.
Right, because this seemed like disproportionately difficult.
Where's he at? Where's he at? Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Shark Boy and Lava Girl must have been a fever dream that we all just kind of felt. We all kind of experienced it at the same time. Also, T and Rice said, I took 2-month break from Sekiro. When I came back, I beat the first boss. Then a monkey threw poop at me. That's how I hear a lot of people's experience with it was. I never played it.
I don't think I don't remember fighting the monkey boss that soon after the very first boss.
I remember watching you struggle with those kind of games tend to be pretty on it for the most part, so like watching you struggle as much as you did, I watched the determination as you got through the last boss over like multiple days.
Oh god. But the thing is, it feels so good once you finally get it. Like, I disagree with the consensus of that game where, like, a lot of people just did not get the same rush that they did with, like, other Soulses. Like, that game...
Okay, so we apparently need to turn the game down more after this round.
For sure.
Because, yeah, apparently it freezes the game if we do that when Jay's about. So, after this one, we'll adjust the volume accordingly. Thank you again.
Yeah, appreciate it. I think this might be it.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah!
Look at you go!
First try, idiot. Turns out I just needed to figure out that you hold down the punch button when you're zoomed in, and that's how you do the big damage combo.
Yeah.
Did you click back over to the game?
Yes, I did.
Okay, thank you.
Alright. We did it!
Yes, we did it.
Hell yes.
The lives of the underwater residents have been saved.
Thanks to the Powerpuff Girls!
Turns out I just, like, not noticed a key mechanic with the game.
Will this trail eventually lead to Sylvia?
Hopefully that'll make the rest of the game easier.
Hope so.
Who knows?
Yeah, it seemed initially on its face like a ridiculously hard game, and I was like, I don't remember hearing that this was like...
As hard as it is.
Yeah.
Beautiful
We were just not utilizing an entire mechanic.
I mean, I was utilizing the mechanic, it was just one of the moves that you use in that mechanic wasn't really, like... I did not fully understand how it functioned.
A winner is you!
Yes, a winner is me, Heat-Zen, thank you. Alright, Roadshow. Let us get into it. Feeling warmed up. Feeling good, feeling warmed up. Let's power up. Alright, so... Are there... let's see. Strike a pose that's just too cool and damage on. Dodge enemy attacks and zoom in. When you're hit, react to the fall and reduce damage before you fall, zoom in. That's not bad. Lock speed, have up to 6 of yourself appearing and moving at lock speed. That's pretty good. I think I'm gonna save a little bit more and then I'll figure out what I want to do with those points.
Now that you know what you're doing, see how it,
yeah, basically.
see how it actually plays out.
Oh god, I feel like Boo Boo the goddamn fool right now.
Indubitably. We're going to escape from the city.
I'm not gonna belt directly into this microphone.
Okay, sure. I won't woo very loudly then.
Woo! I just did it.
You just did. You took all the... yeah.
Yep.
You did the thing you said you weren't gonna do.
I want the bit entirely to myself. No one else gets the glory.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah, I forgot. You should... Oh god. Well...
Well...
Okay,
I'm gonna pull that up on here so I can check that.
I don't think you'll be able to on there. We might need you to send that link again in a moment to Squatchless. We forgot that when I'm playing this game in particular, we can't really fully observe what's going on in fucking this like bullshit. God damn motherfucker. Okay. Oh, I have to like do something else. I don't know what exactly the something else is. But
oh man.
what's up?
Oh, nothing, just a lot going on right now.
Yeah, you know, trying
A
to
very Mega Man-esque sort of level mechanic.
There we go.
Like, a bunch of things coming at you, but also this is happening. What are you gonna do? Are you a bad enough dude to save the
I don't think there's
girlfriend?
I don't think there's much of saving going on in this part, but
Yeah,
you
no.
know.
Not saving face anyway. Not when we're involved.
Never when we're involved,
No.
please.
I gotta get this to play long enough that I can hit pause. And I can like reload the chat.
God damn it.
My goodness. The internet, it's bad, and it should feel bad. Stop these.
come on.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Oh, fuck that.
It's okay.
Ow.
It's fine. There we go. This is what he's trying to get. Oh, well.
God, with this thing.
Okay, there we go. Have you gotten the chat pulled up yet?
Not yet.
No. Okay.
Blazing
Well,
fast internet speed.
thanks, CenturyLink.
For nothing. Yeah, so Squatchless, could you send that link one more time?
Damn it.
If we open it on the computer, then Jay's game freezes.
Yeah. Well, not so much freezes, more I just literally can't do anything.
Oh, for sure.
God damn it. Okay.
Why does that not come through on mobile?
Oh, maybe it's some weird spam here. Just click over to the... Here, we have a MacBook specifically for this purpose, but also click over on the thing.
Yeah, not dial-up, more like ARPANET.
I don't get that. What's ARPANET?
Oh, just like the original internet.
Oh, for
developed
sure.
for like peer-to-peer for the military before the internet was the internet.
Twitch.tv/Wife City Gaming. Oh my god, it is so hot in this room. I took a brief moment from the game and I realized how goddamn hot it is in here.
I think this might have to be our new channel, like, you know, artwork. Like
that's fair.
Like, not
yeah.
really, but kind of.
Alright.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Sasquatchulus. That's basically the Wife City
Keep filling time. Keep on filling.
Yeah, I hear you, Jay. Basically the Wife City manifesto. No winners.
No winners, only losers.
Yep.
Everything's bad forever. So I go over here, I clear that stuff up.
Okay. And big old Mr.
What? How?
How are you even supposed
Am I
to...
just supposed to move through that area very fast, I
maybe?
guess?
Possibly. Gravity works against you, huh?
I guess so. Get down here with me.
I still remember connecting to AOL with a modem when I was like 13. And I could get onto their things legally, and it was like, hey, I can chat with weird perverted men who want to fuck me.
God damn it.
This is weird. There's a lot of creepy
People on the internet?
Creepy people on the internet named CaliGirl267543.
Get down here. Get down here. Yes. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Trying to get this over here. No, yes, I see. I see that, sir. Thank you. Wait for it. Wait for it. A little bit more. Up. Hop. Hop-a-doo.
Hooray!
Hooray. Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Did I just fuck that? I certainly... Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
Yay.
Yeah.
Checkpoint. Thanks. Alright. You know you have the chat directly in front of you, right?
Oh, I did.
Shit. You don't have to look on their computer screen. Okay. Whoop. I feel like you're supposed to be on this side of the wall with me, sir.
Sir, if you could come over here where the me punching you is. Just a little
Here.
bit further.
Get over here. Oh, I see. Now I know what I'm supposed to do. I do that. I'm really bad at recognizing the mechanics in this game.
A little bit.
There we go. Okay.
Yay!
Who's an early adopter of vape?
I'm not following either Smokehole Naruto or Usenet.
Why not both?
I'm unfamiliar with either. I couldn't tell you.
Smokehole Naruto is, I think, a reference to something Giant Bomb saw on a stream one time.
Oh, right now.
If I'm remembering correctly.
Boruto's dad.
Yes. I have no idea who the fuck Naruto is. You're gonna have to give me some kind of context clues here. Yeah. Get more of those pendants. The V juice. Just realized what I said. The V juice, you know. Get it?
Like vaginal discharge. Yes, Jay, we know what you're saying. It's cute.
Cute is not the word I would use to describe it. Oh, alright.
Oh, hey. Awesome. Look how much quicker this is going.
My first internet was like Toontown and Gaia Online, so I'm pretty new to the internet compared to most.
For sure.
I mean, I think mine was like technically, like, I guess the AOL chat rooms a little bit, but not very much. But also Habbo Hotel was a little bit of my experience with it.
Honestly, before AOL, I knew how to pull up hamsterdance.com. That's about it. And I don't mean like the newer one that happened in like early 2000. I mean like the pixelated rows of like badly loading hamsters, like the good old days. The good old crusty internet when memes were entire websites.
Now we're talking tea and rice.
LimeWire.
No, I mean I'm talking about the anime on YouTube in 6-minute chunks. That's my shit. Like, around 2007, 2008, you just stopped. You have a computer, but it's not a good one, like good enough to play the type of shit that people fan sub and render things at. So your only option, like, for watching anime after you've watched everything on Adult Swim and the like, is going to YouTube and like watching just shitty quality, like Gurren Lagann or whatever. Good shit.
Goodness.
That's why at the time I was like an avid DVD collector for a bit.
Yeah, LimeWire was so FBI. Like I had Napster, you know, back in the day.
I like referring to it as that. That was so FBI, man. That's
so. But like I had Napster. You know, I got to discover. You know, oh hey, Evanescence. Oh hey, Apollo 440. Hey, Eiffel 65. And hey, that Chicken Dance remix that a bunch of people seem to think the Blue Man Group did, because there's no regulations for tagging anything. So. And what's weird is I met a lot of people who thought that for the same reason. It was really weird.
Let you do your little discharge here. Oh, okay, you held it a little bit longer.
I can't hear discharge now because
I wasn't gonna say it, but then
it was in the air. We all knew.
It was certainly somewhere. I would hope it's not in the air. Let's see. Sniper.
You're upside down.
Shoot a missile. Don't get hit by them. Okay, so that's not the way I want to go. I think. Or actually, it might be the way I want to go. Motherfuck. Thank you for Berg. Please provide me with Berg.
Oh wow. You torrented anime? That's some god tier stuff. I just found physical copies of whatever I could at the time. I started like stupid early when it was just kind of handed to me that like once I started actively getting into it, like my sister and I would acquire like tapes of what they had available and at the time translated, you know, like there were English dubs because we, you know, we didn't realize what good anime was yet, so we didn't like to read and hear the good, better voice actors, but one thing I will say, and I hear it's apparently the same for, and I want to say like the OVA of El Hazard, but like at least I had the TV series, and like the English dub for Janai was so much better. Like that laugh, that just demented egomaniac piece of shit was so well voiced. Just there. Everyone else sounded like a baked potato, but like just him. He committed to that. That voice actor just fucking knocked it out of the park.
I'm glad at least someone on that show did it right. Like I said, El Hazard has never been my scene, and I don't think ever really will be, but You're already aware of that. Oh god.
Saspatula says El Hazard, soon to be on Blu-ray. Is it? Oh my gosh.
I guess so.
I might have to dive into that.
No! Wait, hold on. Hold up.
I will admit, going back to it, there are things I wish were different about it. But god, the music, the aesthetic of that place, it was such a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was rewatching it recently, and I'm like, yeah, this... I see why I was into this. I see why I got all into this thing stuff.
Mommy needs her juice. Mommy needs her juice.
Mommy! Okay, so...
I see what I'm doing
Oh,
here.
that...
And stop.
Okay.
And stop. And then here's you.
Here he is. Punchy crunchies, here come the punchies.
Yes, yes. Still bad. Oh,
Leonardo da Punchy.
me dummy. As is often the case, me dummy.
Got the cheeseburger.
Whee!
Alright.
Okay.
Burger. Burger.
Burger. For now, we burg.
Cheap burgers.
Chibas Burgus. Hello, my name is Chibas Burgus.
Cheapo motto.
Yeah, take your swing at me. Oh, actually, I should knock those fellas down.
It dawns on me that if the Sub Sandwich franchise, Shiba Hut, ever went out of business, and they had to get bought up by another entity, the musical collective Chibo Motto, they could just like buy it up and call it Chibo Hut, and they wouldn't have to change much of anything other than slightly alter the signs. I mean, imagine Chiba Hut, but instead of being full of like local stoners, it's just full of people who have like a deep appreciation for like female music. They could just play like all of their, I don't know how vast their discography is, but I have a couple of their albums, you know.
Hold on, I actually
like to
need
hear more.
I need to remember what I'm doing here.
Alright.
Fuck. Hold on. Hold on.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
What's going on is I keep fucking up the order of this. There.
Well,
There. Okay. So that one. And then that one. And then
manager climbs up to the sign and just stretches out the A. Yep.
nailed it.
Stretch out the A-hole.
Looks like my work is done.
Make a Chibo.
I don't.
That's actually not true, because they're spelled
you know-
C-I-B-O, now that I think of it. Okay, no, sorry. Full renovation. Gotta redo the whole place.
Joke doesn't work anymore.
I was wrong.
Forget it.
Crud.
Can't.
Like, I pictured it, and then I realized my joke was flawed.
Oh,
one of these guys over here with the face.
A lot easier now that I have that combo,
Yeah, I
though.
love how they don't take, like, several minutes to take out now. That's nice.
A lot of the pain that I was having would have been like, that's the thing, as I looked up a strategy for the boss I was stuck on just Google. And it told me, like, yeah, do this combo and it'll be a lot easier. And I was like,
Alright,
wait, I just hold down the, I just hold down the button. I see. Shit. Hold up.
There he goes.
And again.
Nice.
Where'd you go? Fire stupid bombs. Get over here. I said get over here. There we go. And bang. Okay. What?
You are done.
What did Nair just say? Remember, you gotta watch the chat.
Jay, you hear about video games?
Wait, do you want to cover your face so I could just make the one visual joke for the stream?
Oh, sure, go ahead.
Wait, hold on. This bit isn't gonna be worth it, but...
For sure.
Where'd I put the fucking... There's
The lights over there, yeah.
Hold on. Turn that on, and... Turn the webcam on. Hey, Nair, ask me again if I hear about video games. Have to wait for the... There, that's it. Bye, stream.
What did you just do?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Hello.
Hi. Welcome. Anyways.
Yeah, as we were. Oh, yes?
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for remembering when I definitely didn't.
Absolutely. You have not heard about video games. No, I haven't.
No.
I
Yeah.
wasn't even aware, personally.
I'll show you unless Nair wants to link it in chat or something. I can show it to you later.
For sure.
It's the big boy. Big Chungus is here.
That's Big Chungo. That shattering is actually his spine.
Pretty much, honestly.
Yeah.
There. Oh, yeah! Oh, I'm just tap dancing on the electric thing.
Bree, have you ever read a little comic called Control-Alt-Delete? If by read a little comic you mean read a little of it and didn't really click with me? Yes, I did. A little tiny bit, and this was many years ago. I don't remember anything about it, so I'm probably completely missing out on it.
It's not a good comic.
No, not on the comic, I mean the joke.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was gonna say, like, oh, you're missing out on literally nothing
No,
by not.
I think that H-Bomber guy made that very clear.
Just gonna keep alley-ooping here. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It is.
Ah! Oh, God.
Beyond trash.
Okay. There was a long period of time where I was... I guess I would say into Control-Alt-Delete. Oh, God. But I
One of the best things you can do is remove 2 of the 4 panels. Alright, let's take a look at this. That's good. I like that. That's very good.
Okay, well,
Thank you for that.
Fought through all of that, and now... where am I supposed to go from this?
All I can think of is original Chungus. Oh my god.
Yeah, I just found out about original Chungus for the first time fairly recently, too.
That's fantastic.
Is it that now I'm supposed to go back down here? Yes, yes it is.
Also, which one of you find people recommended, what's the name of that,
Restless Domain, I think it
A
was.
Sleepless Domain or
Sleepless
something like that.
Domain.
I've been reading the crap out of that. I got, like, I've caught up with it.
I think that was Wealthy that recommended it to you.
I've been loving that one.
Huh.
Very, very good. Sleepless Domain, thank you. Yes. I haven't been reading the title of it, but I've been reading the
But
thing
by
that's
God,
good.
I've been enjoying the comic part of it.
One of you might have, but yes. Yeah, and I loved it too. I'm already caught up with it and waiting for it to refresh. Like, come on, come on. So, very
I
much
need
enjoying
this.
it. Was very up my alley.
Or didn't you end up like not actually being caught up on it?
No, I did, but then I did.
Okay.
Shortly after.
So then I'm gonna go back down here.
Member of the Discord now for 1.5 years. Oh gosh. I know the secret lore. Ooh.
Only the most secret of lore.
Only a select few.
Okay, what are you doing, buddy?
Oh my gosh. Is this a giraffe corgi? I don't know what's happening with that, but that is a blessed image.
What are you doing, buddy?
I'm saving that image.
Easy.
Alpaca corgi, righto.
Aw, that's
That's
adorable.
cute. Did you know that there is a secret code on some of the pages? I did not know that.
There we go.
Righto.
Nailed it. Yeah, do your... And... God, imagine if I hadn't have found out about the zoom in combo by the time
You would not be here.
I would be so miserable right now.
Yeah, you would be going through, like, literal hell.
So, let's see. Do I want Ukemi, or do I want Mach Speed? I think I'm gonna take Mach Speed.
Righto.
I'm also gonna buy a couple of cheeseburgers because I need those right now.
No Coke, Pepsi.
What?
Oh, cheeseburger, cheeseburger, cheeseburger. It's SNL. Don't worry. It's not a good reference. It's
I
just
don't
a
know
reference.
I don't know the SNL bit that you're going for. Sorry. Ow.
It's fine. It was
I
in the
just
John
hit my
Belushi
teeth.
years, so it's okay to know about it.
I clumped my teeth with my
Yeah, I do that a lot.
cup. All right. So,
Here we are.
time for another boss fight. I have a feeling it is. Huh? Who did?
What's going on?
Oh fuck. First rival fight.
Jojo! 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 There's two Joes.
Another Joe.
Oh shit!
That outfit looks just like mine. Hey, are you a hero in this world too? Whoa, hey, what's your problem? Alright, fine. Let's settle this.
Ow.
We don't
Chill
need two
mode,
heroes wearing red
dude.
Anyway. Whoever wins has
Another
to change
Joe?
into a yellow outfit.
This must be the work of an enemy
Okay.
stand.
Just go for it!
Get ready for some hot Joe on Joe action.
Yeah. You got all these things here, Lynn.
Oh, nice.
Oh, well,
Well,
that's...
well, that was going really good. There we go.
Unless I just want to get these power-ups before anything else. Shit.
Too many Joes.
There's too many Joes! I I'm definitely gonna die on this first try,
Of
but
course,
it's fine.
yeah. Getting the feel for it run this time. Okay. And punchies!
And then he runs.
Oh.
Fuck.
Oh,
Damn
no.
it. I did not mean to fall into the electricity. It's fine.
Ready?
Alright.
Action.
Let's do this.
Just go for it.
A little bit more prep this time. Oh, stop running. You little punk.
Here comes Jonathan Joestar.
There we go. Yeah, these boss fights, they're a lot easier now. like
So beautiful.
like significantly easier. Where'd he go? Oh, get over here. Come on.
This is a hell of a duel.
This is a joke.
Duel.
Because
As
there's
in
two of them.
yeah. I'm not funny, you know this by now.
I didn't say that. That's very rude. That would be a not nice thing to say to my wife.
Yeah, well. Yeah, you're knocking this out of the park now. I had to talk, didn't I? Okay, you just kind of punch him and he does nothing. I think there's right. No, we're not fighting. Your mothers aren't fighting. We're just having a joking conversation. Everything's okay. We communicate. We're okay.
Shit. Damn it. Cool. Okay.
What we do most often is pretend to disagree for the sake of comedy.
Ah! What? What? What happened?
I don't know. That was going so well.
Action.
Just go for it.
No.
This time for sure.
Zoom in. Sometimes it just does not want to do that very essential mechanic for this fight. My god, okay. Hey buddy, come on. Stop doing the thing where you run away from me all the time.
Stop moving around. Stay still so I can punch you. What kind of a boss fight does the guy run around and evade your attacks? I mean, come on.
Did you fall in the electricity or did I just almost get hit?
It's hard to tell.
Who even get this shit? Oh, come on.
Oh, you. Come on now.
To be fair, I should have been able to dodge that, but
You know. That electricity pit sucks a big one.
God. Okay. Oh! Oh my god, I
God,
keep...
no.
It's my fault. It's honestly my fault. I can't even, like, put the blame on the game at this point. It's just me being bad. Fuck. Damn it. What's that?
How do you pronounce that? Mikolash?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mikolash.
That's a boss fight where the guy kind of just runs from you and evades your attacks. Yeah, and so this
Yeah.
is probably the one for this game, definitely. It seems to be more of a puttering. It's like chasing a fly, you know? More
A
so
little
than
bit.
it is, oh man, this fly is kicking the shit out of me.
I
It's
mean,
more
he-
like, oh, it's a bug.
He does certain things that kind of kick the shit out of me, not too much. Give us size. Come on, let me skip the. There we go. Nice, the cutscene skip button. Go, get in there. Do the red hot 100 thing. Get my boosts here. And I'm not really worrying about him because he's not a threat for most of this fight.
Of course.
Come on, Six Machine!
Cause, or some say cousin, can you hear our prayers?
See, you have to find... This is why you need to play Bloodborne, so you can get jokes like that.
I gotta say, that's not a good reason for me to play Bloodborne.
Here's the... See, now... Here's the thing now, hun. You're not just having this discussion with me now at this point. You're now officially having this chat with multiple people in the chat.
Alright. Multiple people of the chat. If I may. Jay insisted that I give Bloodborne a shot one day. This was a little while ago, maybe a year or two ago. And I did try it. I knew basically what I was getting into. I didn't like the control scheme. I gave it a couple of tries. Really, genuinely tried to get past the first boss fight. And just, I hated the mechanics and the buttons. I could not get used to it. And I didn't find the challenge fun. So, if I don't enjoy that, like, style of game, and granted, there's a lot of games where I do enjoy it being, like, a huge challenge and keep slamming my head back into it, but I just did not want to. If I'm enjoying it that goddamn little, am I really supposed to keep playing that game? It's okay to not enjoy a thing, right?
It is, at the end of the day.
But Jay won't let me. She won't let me not enjoy it. It's like, oh,
I mean,
one of these days.
Okay. I've phrased it to you multiple times that I am ultimately okay at you if you decide you never want to play it, but what I have said is, like, at some point you should play it without any kind of pressure from me or other people or anything of that nature. Like, just give it a shot for yourself. See how it treats you. Give it a chance, perhaps.
I did, and I did give it a chance, and I just didn't.
But you had me hovering over your shoulder. That's the part that I'm talking about. Is like.
The thing is, without you like hanging over my shoulder, I had no fucking clue what to do.
Yeah, got it. No, Bree has not played Dark Souls either.
I don't know, it's just when I try to play something and it immediately on its face, like, just seems not fun to me, it makes me not want to play anything
Sure.
like that anymore. And maybe I just had a bad go of it, I don't know, but generally if I just don't like a thing, I don't go back to it.
Oh, you skipped T and Rice's really good joke. I hate it when my professor hounds out an assignment with no specifications and then runs through a mirror. Runs through a mirror into a Victorian misty labyrinth. Oh, you'll never get it to me in time, young student. Okay, this is
yeah, totally fair. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like I've said to you before when we've actually talked about, like, if you decide to never play it, like, fine, that's okay. It's completely fair. I think you should give it a try on your own time with no pressure from anyone, but, you know, it's okay.
Okay, the last I heard from you, though, was something to the tune of, I still think you should give it another go later, which is still a little bit of pressure, and I don't remember you saying anything about, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, you know, it's fine. It's not really a big deal, it's just...
Okay.
I feel that you really want me to like it, and I don't think that I do.
Uh-huh.
I just don't think it's for me. It's probably a great game. Clearly a lot of people love it, and that's awesome. Not for me.
Okay.
Alternatively, for a similar tone, you could read Berserk. It's much more horny, though. I don't mind that.
Not always in a good way, one would argue.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
The advantage of the Souls games is that they generally are fairly austere. What's austere mean again? I'm having a bad English day.
I also forgot, if I'm being honest.
Just gonna look that up real quick. Where did my tab go?
Not
There it
good
is.
laser pit. Alright.
Austere, adjective. Severe or strict in manner, attitude, or appearance. An austere man with a rigidly puritanical outlook. So stern, harsh, unfeeling. Yeah, that sounds like it.
Okay. There we go. Got it.
You and I relearned a word today.
Heat senses horse.
Austerity means that they cut funding for social services.
The close contest with the mysterious
Not many sex jokes in Dark Souls. Nah, I think that's the last thing on everyone's minds.
There's usually the sex jokes in Dark Souls and Bloodborne are made by the people that play that game, such
More of
as
a community thing.
was like Fine Chest Ahead or whatever it is when you first run into Guinevere.
Righto.
It's
lit! Oh my god!
who appeared, then disappeared like lightning. Find out in the next episode. The Midnight Thunder Boy.
There's a Moe Spider Girl, though.
Don't know. Well, okay, I remember which Spider Girl you're talking about now. I thought you were
Your rating.
pork chop sandwiches.
Your rating was very, very bad.
Roadshow. All right, now I'm getting through this good pace.
Yeah, we're doing good now. Look at you go.
Gone through a few boss
I'm
fights.
proud of you.
Thanks, hon. I'm glad I'm doing something to be proud of. But I still don't really have enough to buy anything at the moment.
Get it on!
Let's get it on.
That's a little forward, isn't it?
I mean, do you remember the first cutscene?
Yeah.
She was extremely wanting to jump your bone.
Jump in that fellow's bone.
The Midnight Thunder Boy.
Bone
Yes.
jumper sounds like a skeleton enemy.
Time to go to work, guys.
Yeah, that does sound like a Castlevania enemy of some kind.
One of those annoying ones that goes a little too
Ah.
far with its jump, and you're like, God, I can't time it. Ugh,
Oh god.
hate this. Oh,
Okay. Come on. Shit.
Tian Rice says, actually, now that I think about it, they handled the doll story in Bloodborne pretty well, except for one out-of-place comment by the old dude. Bloodborne is
Yeah.
a little less forgiving, for sure.
Why? Why is the health upgrade is just enough off screen that I can't get it? God damn it. Not health upgrade, but something that helped me.
This town has a lot of pretty lights.
It does. It's nighttime. I'm pretty sure this is just the same area that I went through significantly earlier in the game. Oh god. Okay, that's a bad place to be. Bail out of that. Shit.
There's always anime Dark Souls, Code Vein, which is easier, and also you can be anime like this. Oh hey! Yeah, Jay was showing me that game a little bit. I was considering making myself into a waifu 3D version and seeing how far I could get into that. Seemed
Like,
a little
I-
more broken, a little more...
I found it both
Finagleable.
more forgiving than Dark Souls, but also, like, not at all. Like, it's very weird. Like,
Really?
the boss fights were... The boss fights did not feel super balanced, in my opinion.
Huh.
Like in Dark Souls, at least, like I feel like a lot of times if you're going in prepared and being patient with stuff, like you can actually, for the most part, deal and possibly get through in the first try. Like some of the Code Vein bosses, though, like were either way too easy or just brutal to the point of like just not being enjoyable. But that was my opinion, and I'm probably too much of a purist for Dark Souls stuff to have a good say on that.
Well then, hey, since it wasn't really for me, maybe if I played that without all
Yeah,
that
you might-
knowledge of the other game, maybe it would
might.
land well for me.
You certainly might enjoy it more. Okay, fire ritual.
You're always with a partner too, but then it's easier in co-op too. Huh.
Yeah, probably a bit. To be fair, I did not mess with too much of the co-op, at least from like real multiplayer settings,
Alright.
as opposed to what the game gives you.
Pizza Zone says, brutal and not enjoyable describes the bed of chaos for me.
That is one of the worst fights from the Souls games. If we're being honest with
Bed of
ourselves.
Chaos was an interesting experiment that did not work out, says Tian Rice. There are weird bosses like that where sometimes, like, if you approach them right, you can just kind of knock them out first go, and then there's... But if you overthink it in any which direction, it just becomes absolute hell. I think for me, like, I mean, there's really technically no difficulty to it because it's the game that it was, but like Jet Set Radio Future, picking up like the final guy, for me it was just like first go, done, easy. But like, I know people who spent like a couple of days agonizing over that, and it's like, no, I just kind of took it matter of fact and focused on landing. That was about it. I grinded on those rails, I punched that dude with the spray paint, and that was it.
Fire the shot.
Then it also kind of comes down to the random numbers and just how the scene plays out and how the attacks run. And with anything, I'm sure there are some great variables with that, especially in like early games like that.
That's the way that you handle that fight.
Brilliant.
Forgot that was how you're supposed to do it.
RNG is evil. Pizza Zen is right.
Yes. Alright.
The ever-changing constant variable of how much is this gonna suck.
Yeah, how much is this thing gonna fuck me over here? And my old friend, the jet.
Just go for it.
Cool, maybe be easier this time. Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see on it.
Could be worse, could be a helicopter.
Ow.
Oh jeez.
I'm on fire.
I guess Lava Girl's down there.
Not these guys. These are the guys that I really don't want to have fighting me while I'm trying to take...
No.
Ah. Sorry for slapping my controller right next to the microphone.
Which, by the way, we have a microphone crane now hooked up to the desk, and we can have our feet under where the microphone is without hitting a pole that it's connected to. We're moving up in the world, we really are. Look at us go.
It's very handy. We also got those like acoustic paneling things going on right now, which is probably like very hard to tell on stream, but you know, it makes a difference.
There are levels of returning reverberations that have lessened, and it is nice. It's a...
What?
Not staler, but it's like, it's a calmer air in here, just acoustically. Very nice. I'm sure it's knocking out a little bit of it. There are sometimes when I look in like a direction over there that used to be like really crazy, it's just like, nope, nothing. But every tiny little way we can make sound better. Amazing. Makes us happy.
It does. It's a very nice touch.
Yes. I'm gonna punch that
This
jet.
takes so long.
It's decided. I'm kissing that moon.
I think he keeps spawning like the enemies that come out of him on the other side of the fucking fire.
Oh, maybe.
Because I hear other like goons taking damage over there, but
Yeah.
no one's coming to fight me, which hey, I'm not gonna complain about not having to deal with fodder enemies.
Sometimes RNG works. Sometimes it doesn't, and that's a whole lot better.
Oh,
Now the works,
I
so
just-
it works for you.
I just clipped through that jet.
Dang.
Get that jet, get that jet, get that
Yeah,
jet,
get it,
that jet.
get it, get it.
Didn't get that
Oh,
jet.
well.
Okay. You know, just sometimes you just go through the cycles, and when it comes, oh, motherfucker.
Pretend you're saving me.
I mean, I'm certainly trying to play the part.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's see. Like at a certain point, there's always so much I can do against a jet that's flying up in the sky.
No, for sure. Jet versus fists, not usual. You don't want to be in that position where you need to punch down a jet.
You're
That's a lot.
you're at a severe disadvantage
Yeah.
in jet versus fist. Get over here, you little piece of shit. There, Jesus. Thank you.
Yeah, at least in MGS, when you're taking down the helicopter, you have like a rocket launcher. But like, even then, punching a helicopter sounds like something you would have to do in a Metal Gear game, so... eh. Huh.
How's this work again? I actually can't remember. I think it might be something to do with like my boomerang thing.
Huh. That is intriguing.
How does this work? Not for the life of me, remember. That was it. That's
Oh,
what
right
it
out.
is. Okay. What? Okay, I'm not centered enough, I think.
Maybe. I mean, you did punch Senator Armstrong, and he is kind of metal.
God damn it. Okay.
Rewatching Pop Team Epic before it becomes very dated, says Tia Rice. Heck yeah.
When? Why is it gonna become dated? That show feels pretty timeless to me, at least.
Inevitably, it'll become stale. So you gotta love it now. It was really good. You know what else I wish there was more
There
of?
we go, Jesus. What?
Like friggin', God, what was the name of that one? See, now I can't even remember the name. Ow. I
Careful.
just hit my elbow on a guitar. What was it, Asabi Asabase? Is that it?
Oh, Asabi Asabase? Yeah.
Yeah. That one was that was fucking spectacular. I
Yeah,
had
it was
so
pretty
many just
good.
absolute
Oh,
gut laughs
fuck,
from that.
fuck. I'm on
I
fire.
want
I'm on
more
fire.
of it.
So I have to
The faces in that
remember
were
this
just
puzzle.
incredible. Lava room. Crazy big
There we go.
gigantic lava room.
Water things. Oh god.
Data Stupid stuff can be great. Stares at my collection of I Dream of Genie. I never saw that. I don't really know anything about that. I do know that, like, every time I look at, like, any kind of old sitcom, I go, oh, that. Ugh, like milk that aged. For me, recently, that was, like, when I was in kind of a state of, like, disarray one time, I was like, I need to watch something just, like, easy to digest, no big deal. And I tried to rewatch Scrubs. There are some things I forgot about Scrubs. JD is an asshole who is not even remotely likable when you get down to who he is as a person. A ton of just misogyny. In the later season, like, fucking Kelso just drops a T-bomb, like, twice in a row. Like, good lord. All those things that no one in that era was, like, thinking at the time, because, you know, who cares about us, right? But, like, goodness. There's, like, a lot of racism. And it also kind of did the, like, Persona 5 thing, where it preaches a lot about, like, not being shitty, but then, like, perpetuates it super fucking hard at the same time. The only difference being that Persona 5 is basically good.
More so than Scrubs, at least.
Yeah. Luckily, Golden Girls hasn't aged badly. That's good to hear.
Happy for you. Happy for those Golden Girls fans out there. God. Oh my god, I got this thing. That wasn't worth it. What are you...
I have to say, I don't know much about Golden Girls, but I've heard a little about it, and I had heard that it was, like, really, really cool for its time, so... Probably had a good little jump start on relevance. What do you do here? Slow? Oh.
Apparently that.
Okay. Sure.
There.
Whatever pulls them out, huh? Okay. Jay, you're playing this game like your school days never involved playing the floor is lava.
Listen here. I'm doing what I can. I'm just trying to, like, grab the things that give me the good powers. Trying to make this process a little bit easier for myself.
I would always switch which tiles were which, you know?
Oh,
Every
sure.
other day. Keep things, you know, fresh. Especially fun where, you know, you can tell the person who
Well,
did the tiling was a little bit
See,
drunk,
that-
and there's some
here's the
bigger
thing.
gaps. Yeah.
The hitboxes on the lava are just much higher than what they actually look like.
Well, you don't need to touch lava for it to burn you to death, I will say that.
That's fair, you know, that's
it's
a
very hot.
completely fair statement. Can't take that away from you. And then
Hey! What's up, other friend from the internet? How you do? Good to have you. Jay is currently doing a lot better at this game.
like miles better, basically.
Convection schmection.
Okay, there we go. So, I would like a burger first, please.
Ian Wright says, watching older stuff always needs some perspective. Like, there's stuff that matches the social consensus at the time, and then there's H.P. Lovecraft, who even by the standards of the time was bigoted. Yeah, I heard what he called his cat. That was... ugh. That was a collar tugger right there.
No, yeah, that's just bad. Like...
And, like, I don't excuse, like, who they were as people or what they've done. There have been people for whom, once I know more about them, I find it hard to stomach their work. I mean, it happens. Ah, yes, H.P. Lovecraft was a good writer, but horrible at naming cats. I think that's his tagline, really. Like, H.P. Lovecraft, brilliant writer. Didn't know what he was doing naming cats. Just terrible.
for it. And... Nope. Not yet.
You meet him as an NPC in a video game, and that's as terrible at naming cats. Huh. Wonder why. Don't ask. Don't ask him.
There we go. I think that's what I'm supposed to do there. Oh, okay. I think I see what I'm supposed to do now. I kick the bomb and then I hop on top of the thing.
Too many bombs.
Got him.
Well done.
Just go for it.
Punch and punch until it's done. Is that canon? Is it a cannon? No.
No, yeah.
Is it,
I
is it
mean,
like,
in a sense,
like
it is.
canonical, but it's like a gun.
In a sense, it is in fact quite literally canonical.
Nice.
That joke that you made, it works there.
Yay.
Do I support it? Absolutely.
Oh. Makes me think of Jim Butcher. He is good at writing books, but really needs practice at writing women.
Everyone has their weak points, you know.
Yeah.
Some are just a little bit more unforgivable, shall we say, than others.
That is actually one of the things that like I didn't like going back to you know, on the discussion of anime when I was going back to El Hazard and stuff. I'm like, oh, this, gosh, so the princess is just a complete ditz who's just completely obsessed with protagonist Chan and
Nothing's
I mean,
all of these, you know, like they're
one or number
just,
two.
That's
the way they're written
isekai.
is so yeah, it is. It's just in that kind of style you're gonna run into that a lot. Like, I definitely notice it more now than I did when I was a kid, but like, yeah, no, it's just, wow, they're so emptily written. There's no reason for anything they do.
What's
Everything's problematic. Bitch, let's get you the ability to criticize media and still enjoy it.
yeah, that's a good way to phrase how I feel about most stuff on the internet right now,
Absolutely.
or media criticism on the internet.
Yeah, and that's very much kind of what I'm kind of finding finding out where I stand on that, is I do run into things where it's like, it was the time, and then there are things I see that I'm like, I actually can't stomach this now. People who made El Hazard are the same as Tenchi, but I still would watch that over Tenchi. Yeah, no, like Jay and I tried to rewatch Tenchi and did not get through it. It was so... You forget...
It's a harem anime.
Yeah,
like
when you're younger, you're like, yay, anime, Japan, aliens, explosions, but you go back to it and you're like, oh man, there are so many plot holes for reason of anything going on right now. Like, you see everything that wasn't written, and it's just like, oh, this, plus, in, like, the English dub, he sounded like Kermit the Frog, which was hysterical, but, like, I don't know, I just, Yeah, Tenchi has not aged well at all, Peter, I said. Oof.
Oh, there we go. What are you gonna do?
Yep.
What? What's up? What's up?
Kermit emote.
Why did that happen to me? I just took a sucker punch. Do something! Do a move!
Indeed, that series named itself. No need for Tenchi. None whatsoever.
Now let's see if I don't die immediately when the next enemy shows up.
It's like, okay, they finally took out the bad guy, and oh cool, for no reason the scientist girl just really wants to bone Tenchi. Okay, sure, whatever. Not like they've had any dialogue yet, but sure, let's just toss that in.
Okay.
Let's shake the dew off this lily, shall we?
It's a good line.
It's a good line. But there's a reason that I remembered that line and literally nothing else about, you know.
Give me that hamburger. Don't let myself get pulled into the lava. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, Hitsuzen, I've noticed that quite a bit too, and that does kind of... It does kind of grate at me. A little bit. It's a weirdly problematic thing that has not been super looked into.
Cool.
By
Almost
enough
none of my
things.
punches are hitting. Okay.
T and Rice says, look, I have no high horse here. I'm watching some anime trash right now. I mean, go off, do you? We just released a new Tenchi show on CR. Oh, Crunchyroll has a new Tenchi thing?
There have secretly been, like, new Tenchi things coming out for, like, the last, like, 10 years or so.
Well, given what I've heard about it, it must be absolute gangbusters. And it is all lore dumping about stuff I have no clue about because I know nothing about the Tenchi lore. Yeah, I fell out of it pretty long ago as well. That was crazy that there's still new Tenchi anime in 2020. Yeah, it's fucking mind-blowing.
There we go. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. And again. Stomp this. And stomp this. And stomp. Stomp this. I can't always execute it perfectly. And stomp. And stomp. No, there's no one under me. Oh.
I do think that Asuka did have the excuse of being a psychologically broken person. They made that clear in a lot of stuff, but also Shinji was just kind of unlikable.
Wait, how the conversation turned to Evangelion?
I also don't know that I'd read her as a tsundere as much as just kind of aware of how shitty everything was and handling it badly. Squatchula says, my greatest takeaway of Tenchi was watching on Toonami and being confused at why people were getting drunk on tea. Some frothy mugs of water did they have?
Yeah. Okay. Sakai and...
Yeah, they edited out weird shit too, because like when the joke where like Ayaka's supposed to be taken off by her chosen husband and the joke is that he's rivaling Tenchi and has a lisp and is clearly really, really gay, they just took the lisp out. I was like, why? That's the joke. This is supposed to be a hilarious scene with no real meaning whatsoever.
Where's the audio?
And you just, that was what you edited out? Was that even necessary? Like, I don't know. Like that, and that's the weird thing too, because I grew up with it on VHS, and then the people watching it on the Toonami were like, hey,
okay, that's awesome.
like, this show is great, and I see what they're watching, and I'm like, you're not watching the same thing I was. And they're like, what were you watching? I say, the same thing, it was still shitty, but it wasn't this shitty. It was only slightly less shitty.
It wasn't, it was
Get
bad.
on my slightly less shitty level. Man versus tank, indeed. Yeah, you're having to fight a lot of, like, military vehicles with your hands. Like, your fists have got to be bloody as hell by now.
He's handling it like a champ. Come on, one of you try to hit me. Thank you. There.
And blam.
And I get to fight another jet again.
Yay,
Here's my
more
reward.
jet punching.
Jesus Christ. This part of the game is... I forgot that this part of the game just kind of sucks.
Every game has that bit. Isn't it true that every game you go back to, you go, oh, fuck, I remember this now. This is why I didn't play this again. For me, honestly, the first few times going back to Metroid Fusion, it was that goddamn spider in that goddamn room and that broken-ass hitbox. And eventually I learned how to toy with it, but man, like...
Well, wasn't it just that you were doing something wrong in that fight?
No, it wasn't that. It's just that, like, figuring out where you need to go with its pattern. Sometimes it was a little bit spammy with how it hit you, and, like, it just sucks you dry so hard. And many of the times playing through it, that was the one that I had any trouble with. Was just like, God, with this fucking thing here. There's such a small window to do anything about him.
Come on. Come on. Do your bullet. Do your bullet shooty.
Metroid sucks you dry. Backup bugs. I mean, they do that.
Well,
Jay, as you continue with this, I'm actually going to take a real quick break. I'll be right back.
yeah, sure.
Gotta go take care of something real quick. I'll be right back, everyone.
Come on. There we go. Got him. Alright.
Choppies.
Fuck. Okay.
Sorry, guitar.
You're okay. I need that health. I need that health. Fuck. Damn it. Why'd they do that?
Ready? Action. Nothing personal, but is it number 1 or number 2?
What was the chat? I run into similar feelings on how I discovered a bunch of amazing artists that I wouldn't have discovered otherwise through the medium of Heavy Metal magazine, because... Oh yeah, for sure. I could definitely kind of feel you on that, Edmund. For me, that game is Fallout 4, and that point is the title screen. Okay. Let's jump on here. Yes, that's right. Okay. Just had to figure out where exactly it was. And now, let's see what else I can power up with here. So... No workshop integration. Creators Club. So do I do Viewtiful Forever? Or do I do Community? Reduce damage to a minimum. I mean, the thing is, if I'm getting hit, I'm playing the game wrong. I gotta be playing in such a way where the trick is you never get hit. So I'm going with, gotta do Viewtiful Forever. And I'm gonna save the rest of the points I have for getting a life upgrade here. Alright. Crack these knuckles, save this game. Crack my back. Yeah, exactly, Sasquatchless. 1 credit clear. I definitely didn't do a save state at any point.
Nope.
This is all single playthrough, pro gamer stat.
I'm back.
Welcome back. This is the run. Yes. Okay. What did Hitsuzen say there?
Move on!
I despise how they promoted Creators Club. You can support your favorite modders. Like, yeah, that's cool, but you guys put massive restrictions on them.
Emergency, emergency. This train is totally out of control.
Here's what he
This
just
trade
said.
is totally out of control.
Activate.
Whoa, radical!
Just go for it!
Oh wait, shit.
Just go for
Hold
it!
on. Wait, no, let me get back up. I want to get back up. I need those. There. Now. Cheese boicas. Hambana. Oh. Okay, dude.
Yeah, I gotta say, I've never been, like, really into MMOs. Like, where I stopped caring about Final Fantasy. It's just not not somewhere that I tend to end up.
Did you ever really care about Final Fantasy? I feel like you.
I never got far into it, but like I played a few of them at least a little bit because my sister
sure.
was into it, so I would always like make a save and go at it.
For sure.
Had to get good at RPGs for a bit, but
Uh-huh.
loving the 7 remake to death.
No, yeah, it's super fun.
Such a beautiful game. Loving the like hack and slash mechanic of like having the actual combat. It's so good.
That's a bad place for me to be.
Yes, it is glorious. It's probably the most like. It's the remake that was like one of the few that just really needed to be made. A remake can be so good or so bad, but this is just fucking god tier. I love it. No arguments so far.
I kind of fell off it a little bit, but not for lack of the game being bad.
The minute I got to the bar, I topped the darts. I had to be the best at darts. It's time to get good at the darts! I was like, no, this is what I'm doing now.
God damn it.
Boom, top. Better than all y'all.
There we go.
I had to top everyone in that bar. Just like, here's your money, you merc. Get out of here. I'm just like, whatever. I beat your ass at darts. Fucking come at me. You don't intimidate me. What, you think you can out-dart me? Fucking...
Oh, okay.
I don't care what you think of me.
Hey. Get over here, dude.
The dart minigame taught me how to play darts. Kind of same. Like, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, everyone. Yeah, I got, what was that? I think it was like I got 7. Just 7 darts. Which was like 1 less than, Wedge. So yeah. Alright, OT and Rice. Have a good evening.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Shit. Oh, this... That's a bad place to be. I let bad things happen to me.
Yeah.
I shouldn't let the bad things happen.
Go for it!
That's no problem. These guys, no problem. Don't mind. There. Okay. Easy. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. By the way, like how fucking great is the how great is the intro song to
Isoken?
to
Yeah.
Isoken, yes. Like God, it's so fucking good. I think that's been stuck in my head since that series kind of premiered. At least here. Like God. So fucking good.
Ow.
Spatula says playing this reminds me I did get that wonderful 101 remaster code. I've never
Oh
played
shit,
it.
yeah. Shit.
Edmund says, how come a punch in one
Oh,
level
this is
destroys
bad.
a tank, but the same attacks within a train don't destroy the train? That's a very good question. And I want an answer for it.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Safe? Nothing's safe around me.
You're real proud of that one, huh?
Uh-huh.
Get that extra life. this cheeseburger over here. Emergency cheeseburger.
Bonus soda.
Oh, I didn't realize that there's a...
Oh, nice, guys.
It's fine, no. You die in like 5 punches. Oh, and you turned around. Yeah, just ruin my fun. Okay. What? Here. Give me the health. Give me the health. Give me the amulet, the film reels.
Alright.
Come on. Try to shoot me again.
Riot suit man,
This-
riot suit man. He is a guy in a riot suit man. What is he like? He wears a suit. Riot suit man.
Where is he now? He's fucking dead.
That's because
How'd
I
he
killed
die?
him and he's... Wait, he's not dead. Or is that somebody else instead? Wearing a riot suit
Man.
man.
Try to shoot me. Why do you keep trying to punch me? Stop wasting your time on that. Fine, whatever. See if I care.
I love the physics of, like, you punch a missile, it doesn't hurt you. I like that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Physics that, you know, work in my favor.
Oh, yeah, no, those are the best. Broken physics that aid me, awesome. Ones that go against me, fuck those. Harmless ones, those are just fun.
Come on. There
Crashy
we go.
smashy.
Come on. Do the thing. Cool, you did a thing. Now you're done. Here's your reward. There. Right.
They were very small tanks. I would just like to give a small thanks to the designers who, you know, put in the time on this train, though.
You put in the time,
Put
Spider-Man.
in the time, fucking Spider-Man, put in the time.
On some best friend shit.
Hold up. Last time I checked, you're still Viewtiful Joe. You know, Viewtiful Joe, slowing down time, punching a bunch of baddies in the movie screen. So where's all the punching?
Right here. I'm doing it right now.
I'm gonna link everyone to that just to make sure everyone's seen that. Gonna put that in the
Why
chat.
is this timed?
That's a good question. Maybe there's a bomb. I don't know, it's just my guess.
What the? There. Okay. There. Okay, that's why it was timed. I think. Shit. Come on.
Let's see.
Oh god. Finish that with 2 seconds left.
The emergency brakes have been activated.
Okay.
Thank
Let's
goodness.
see.
Where are you? Oh, you're looking at the Spider-Man thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to find like a more outside of the rest of the blog version of this, but I don't know how to Tumblr since years ago.
Don't know how the dang Tumblr work no more.
I don't understand all this dang
Yes.
Tumblr.
I
I
want
don't know.
an extra bar of life for myself.
Okay, well, I will send y'all, like,
Just put it in the chat.
yeah, I'll send y'all my sister's glitch blog, and, just the top one is the one I'm talking about here. There we go.
Does it start off with Alistair fight? Yes, it does. Okay.
I haven't Tumblred since the deep clean it was given. Yeah, no, when they said no more female nipples, I went, that's bullshit, and I actually legitimately closed my account and never went back. I stand by my demands of, like, I very much have my things where I'm like, you know, I don't do social media anymore, but I left every one of them purely because, like, there was a line drawn that I was like, when they do that, like, nope,
I hope you guys
fuck
aren't
you.
up to anything weird. Kids are watching this too, you know.
Right. Well, since you'll die anyway, I guess I can reveal to you our evil
Damn.
plan. For many years, we have fought against Captain Blue for control of the world of Movieland. However, it has recently been brought to our attention that this world may not be fictional. If Sally
At least he's read
become
up on the
obsolete,
plot,
we
that's
too will
good.
be destined to lie forever on the cutting room floor of history. In order to counter this threat, we have made a bold plan to break through the silver screen and take over the world beyond Hollywood.
Sheesh. I hate it when they have all these subplots.
The key to our success lies in the DNA of the
I
creator.
hate it when movies
As long
do
as we
lore
have that
dumps like
DNA in
this.
our possession, we'll be able to come and go at will in the world of humans, which is why we need the girl.
The girl? You mean Sylvia?
Well, that seems to be the general idea, but hey, I don't give a rip about all that. The only thing I'm interested in is testing my own strength.
You're in a pretty good place then, Hitsuzen, I would say, if all you got is Imgur and Twitch.
Yeah, that's a good place to be.
If you're keeping off Twitter, keeping off Facebook, that's, you know, ultimately probably the healthier way to be.
Yeah, honestly, when it comes to Twitter, I only manage immediate things having to do with some of the things that, like, the Life City Twitter deals with, but other than that, just, no. Mostly Jay deals with that. Oh god, yeah, no, like, Jay was playing the Spider-Man 2 Pizza song, like, on hyper slow on YouTube,
So
and I think we
good.
uploaded a small clip of me losing my goddamn mind to it. This shut-inness is kind of getting to all of us. I mean, yeah, in, like, a this is terrible way, but, like, when Jay pulls it up and puts it at 0.25 speed. Ugh. I mean, yeah, it's funny, but ow.
Air raid!
This guy drank too much of the bad guy juice.
I punched him into the pool of blue Gatorade. Shit. That's what I really don't want him to do. Well. Come on, lock on,
Speaking of things
Oh,
slowed
that's
down,
bad.
I've really been wanting to re-listen to the Chipmunk Sludgefest album,
Yes. Getting
where
that.
they take all the instrumentation back down to like the speed that the voice was initially recorded in. It's pretty awesome.
I gotta get this fight on the first shot. That would be cool. Nice.
Yeah, well
First
done.
try. First
Vav.
try, idiot.
You vaved it. You did vavulous.
Easy.
Jay, it's only 9:14, and we have been just slicing through this game.
Yeah.
You're pretty strong.
Turns out I just needed to know that when you zoom in, hold down on the punch button.
That's so real.
I mostly call it blue Gatorade because of Snap Cube at this point. And yes, the Squatch was a lot of, I would argue a lot of Curse songs are good.
That works. I'm Joe. Viewtiful.
Full
Yes, share
Joe.
all cursed songs with us,
Viewtiful
please.
Joe.
How fitting.
That bit hit me in just the right spot when Snapcube did that.
What, the
And
blue
Penny was just
Gatorade?
like, blue Gatorade, bring it to the bar
Sponsored
mitzvah.
by Blue Gatorade!
It was really funny. I love it.
She's extremely funny.
Yes, we love her in this
The
house.
warrior
What?
Alistair was dead. Joe
Oh.
felt that he had lost an old friend, and his heart was heavy with
Aw.
conflicting emotions.
With
But
emotions.
Joe is unstoppable. He bravely hurls himself into the mystery of the Creator's DNA in order to save the lovely Sylvia. Thus, he faces the most agonizing
Also, what is
battle
the curse
any
song that
superhero could
Squatchless
ever
is
be
dropping
forced
in
to
the
encounter.
Let's find out.
Yikes! I completely forgot
Actually,
about
you pulled up
Sylvia.
on-
Oh yeah.
The grueling attacks of the evil forces know no end. Appearing before his battered body, the most imposing of the Shadows shows no mercy.
Oh
What
no.
What if I
Forget to
fucked
catch
around and
Joe
beat this
company
game and
next time in
beat the rest of this game and
Magnificent
tonight?
Five.
You know,
This it? Like
you
done
never
for?
know.
You're kidding, right? Oh, come on, no!
Yeah, her head was facing through the bars a little bit, each Zen. Nice. I am proud of myself on that.
You should be. You're
God,
doing really well. I'm proud of you.
First try. I think there's like 2 or 3 more episodes left, something to those regards. Because I know there's one more boss, and I'm pretty sure there's a boss rush, like before the last chapter of the game. Oh, hell yeah.
yes.
Yeah, Sasquatchos, that's good. Like, go ahead and play a little bit of that right now for us, hon.
And copyright strike.
And, no, pause it. That's all we get.
Yep. So cursed.
I love that album. I've known about that album for like a decade at this point,
Yeah, I think
and
you
it's
showed
so
me that one
I did. I
initially.
did show you that one. The Magnificent Five.
I was just like, Jay, what fresh hell is this?
What have you done to me?
Yeah.
Actually, never mind. I think I might only have like a couple. I might actually beat this game
Holy
tonight.
shit.
That would be pretty funny.
That would be great.
Because I think I am already on the boss rush chapter.
Go for it!
That's a lot of bats.
Yeah, but
Nice. Well dodged.
thanks.
Speed.
That's not ideal. But it's mostly fine. Ow.
Oh yeah, Pizzas mentioned right in which Jay says I did show you that.
I mean, it's good. I argue that thing I showed her is fantastic.
That album was some buried, absolutely soiled gold.
I mean,
Just-
I think I've only shown you like that, maybe a couple of songs off of that. I can't remember for sure though. Oh fuck. Well, that's
The thing is,
not
it's
ideal.
treasure, but it's like Nazi treasure, where you're like, I shouldn't have this.
I don't feel good about the fact that this is in my possession.
Yeah.
I know why it feels like it's taking so long. It's because his health bar is bigger than it was originally.
You know what so-called performance drink
What?
I do remember the name of? Actually, that's not true, I don't. But I remember the flavor of it. Was like that green Powerade that was like black cherry flavored that came out when The Matrix came out. Whichever one of the movies it was that launched that. And like, it went away for a bit and I'm like, look, I know that movie's over, but I want that back. And then they brought it back and I was really happy for a good long while. And now I haven't had anything even remotely like Gator and or Powerade for like, God, like 10 years at this point. That's weird to me.
Are Gatorade and Powerade owned by the same company?
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, especially not now, but...
You motherfucker.
Let's do some internet sleuthing while you focus on that game.
Oh, okay. Apparently I can do that when he's doing his fucking dive attack.
Gatorade, owned by the same company, question mark?
Does.
Oh no, Coca-Cola owns Powerade and PepsiCo has Gatorade.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it probably seems like the type of thing that would be different companies and they just... they use different names because, like, oh, we have to... Well, we want to, like, evoke the Gatorade... We want to evoke the Gatorade brand, but not actually get sued by Coca-Cola.
Yeah, black cherry lime, green Powerade, oh my god. That was the shit.
Fuck.
Matrix flavor.
Well, I think I might take a mulligan on this fight. Now that I have a better idea of what I'm doing here.
Honestly, no doubt, when all this blows over, and we start going places again, if they still make this flavor, I might buy this and drink it just for the sudden nostalgia rush. Get some shitty Taco Bell, go back to when I was like, I don't know, 16 at a Dragon Con in like Portland and just go mad.
I'm looking at the chat.
Sorry, I got like way off.
Gatorade is a Florida product made from real Florida juices. Our Florida juices derived from Florida Man.
Yes, all of them.
We don't talk about that.
You just wring them out and just everything that comes out of it. I love the shocking realization everyone had when they went, yeah, these sports drinks are just like sugar and salt and they're actually bad for you. And then they had to go through the same thing with vitamin water. Which they went, yeah, no, this is actually just like enough salt and sugar to be bad for you and a very like negligible amount of just anything good. If even.
This fight is significantly more annoying the second time around.
Edmund says, it comes from gators, it's right in the name. Very Florida thing, so...
There we go.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Folk. Well, they're folk.
Folk the rest.
What are you doing? Get over here and let me punch you.
Bam.
God.
You hit him.
It's like eye for an eye, motherfucker.
There's too many of you. Bring one of you here so I can kick its butt.
Stop throwing the discs out right when I get in front of you. Asshole. Asshole.
Florida Man is just gators in human cosplay.
That would make a lot of sense.
Well put, Itza-sen. Very good read of that. I think that explains the situation quite well.
Okay, well, that wasn't quite what I wanted. Fucking damn it. Okay. Enough fun. No more fun.
No fun, not ever.
that that one spinning disc just hung around in the air long enough so it could fuck me over. Motherfucker! Yeah, that's fine. What's up?
Which is more nonsensical, Florida lore or Fate lore?
Oof. Florida lore has some crazy shit going on in it, to be completely fair.
Let's get it on.
Like, Fate at a certain point, you can kind of like just connect the dots and get the general idea of like, yeah, you summon like ancient warlords or historical figures to your, and they fight for the Holy Grail. Like, easy. Just dust my hands off and it's all good.
Sasquatchulus says, have I ever said I live near a haunted highway? I want to hear more about this.
Yes, please tell us more about the haunted highway.
I mean, I just live near the Phoenician I-17, which is basically the death zone where people go to die. So it's mildly haunted, but, you know, it's more just circumstances. A lot of deaths. Fate is apparently letting you flirt with the giantess, so I am willing to give it the benefit of the doubt. That's a good reason. I want to see them turn into a giant woman.
I like that you've never actually watched Steven Universe, or you watched Steven Universe, but you didn't really enjoy it, but that song, oh, that song stuck with you.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's good. For lack of anything else, Steven Universe has some good music in it. Is it pretty twee? Yeah, kind of, but you know. It's not bad.
I came into it as a gay adult. If I came into it as a gay teen, I would have been just wet for that shit, but like, I just feel like I got to it like a little bit too late. Granted, I know people even older than me who are just absolutely batshit in love with it, but they keep saying, have you watched this? I'm like, yeah, I have. They're like, oh,
thank
well,
you. Jesus.
I don't know. Maybe I found that charm in something else first, and it just isn't doing it for the first time for me. I don't know.
Damn it. Oh my god, I hate you. I hate you, Batman. Yes, I hate the Batman. Ah! I keep thinking I can, like, jump in the middle of those, and I can't.
Nera says, Jay, the floor is not loving and supporting your friends.
I'm glad I have my first antagonist in the chat.
Ah, more on the freeway. It's known as the Field of the Dead. Built over graves, every hurricane to hit Florida has the eye go over that spot. Oh god. More people die in car crashes there than any part of the highway. Okay. Ghost Hunter's show is based near there. Holy shit.
Nice.
That is intense.
Nope. Mother, you pushed me into the fucking spike. You absolute ass. No, don't jump into the thing. You hit me into the thing. That's okay. Oh, damn it.
Florida has weird lore like the Fountain of Youth, and of course the Skunk Ape, the Florida Sasquatch that smells really bad. That makes it such a more formidable opponent.
Is that where you took your namesake from, Sasquatchulus? Shit. Thank you. Hey, fucko. Hey, fuck. I just yelled out at someone. Hey, fuck.
Hey, fuck. take my name from there. Skunk ape is too smelly.
One heart left. I would really just let me punch. Ah. Hey.
So I gotta say, there is something kind of lovable about the classic Sasquatch, though.
I mean, sure. I mean, there's something lovable about law of cryptids if we're being real with ourselves.
It's true. Like,
people have made plenty of videos about that.
Spin! There we go.
Well, that's fine. Mildly squandered, but not
It's
that
a
much.
money!
It's a money!
I can't stop watching that Vinny clip of just like, I don't know, what was that, like Dream Simulator or something?
No, that wasn't Dreams. That was like probably some Sunday stream shit.
Right now. Just putting on the garbly voice and singing That's Amore, at least in his version of it.
Ah, damn it.
I can't watch that and not laugh.
Fuck you! One of the vague things I like pretty vividly recall about this game is the falling off on this particular boss fight from these platforms. So, frankly, I think I'm doing great right now, considering that I haven't fallen off more.
Did you know that a map of Bigfoot/Sasquatch sightings are essentially identical to a population density map? You know what that means? Fuckers are following us around. I think Nair's right. That's good.
It's
call.
true, yeah. Can't debate that. That is perfect logic.
They're like right behind us the whole time.
It's like these idiots. I can't believe they never see us.
They're very stealthy.
Here. Yeah, dude.
Nothing my kick explodes. I want that.
It would be a nice feature to have as a person, you know?
Oh yeah. Imagine someone's using a radio that doesn't work or something, some piece of junk, they're like, man, this is garbage.
Yes.
It's like, man, I'm gonna
That's
kick
what I
this
was
into
looking
oblivion,
for.
and you like drop kick it, and it's like, what the fuck happened? Like, I
I'll
don't know, just
take
kicked it
a
away.
hit on that.
Doesn't that happen when you kick something? I thought this was normal. Shrug. But deep down, you're like, yeah, my kicks are badass.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Cool kicks.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm cool. Everyone's gonna see how cool I am.
What is he?
I didn't get to hit the ball today.
You can't just keep referencing that Space Ghost
I'm
clip.
sorry, it's so funny.
It is.
Fucking scaled down ass like tiny space ghost.
It is my favorite episode of Space Ghost Coast to Coast is Terminal. If anyone in the chat is curious, my favorite Space Ghost episode, Terminal. That's the one. God, that one.
Arizona has some weird stuff too, like Slaughter Canyon and the Mongolian monster. You know what's funny? I know so little about where I'm from. I don't know any of that. Like, I've never been to the Grand Canyon. It's very much like the sightseeing in New York. It's like, I'm a citizen. I don't go to this. I'll show you where all the best local Chinese shops are, but God, like...
There we go.
You want to know about, like, the giant pit in the middle of the desert?
I got nothing for you, buddy. I hate to say. Oh, come on!
Oh, we go. There's a saltwater-based cryptid? That's awesome. Edmund, your local cryptid sounds pretty badass. I'm actually gonna look it up right now.
Fucking God, what a waste.
Let's take a look on that cryptid shit.
What the? Oh, you suck. I hate you. I hate you, Batman.
Ugh.
Are you looking at pictures of it now?
Yeah,
Is it pretty tight?
it is.
Oh my god, I hate you.
Kind of Loch Nessian.
There we go. Do it. Yes! Okay, there we go. Finally got through that stupid fight. Okay.
Look at this absolute unit.
Alright. Now I fight the Shark Man again. Oh no, actually I fight Holt Davidson again. I forgot.
Have you guys been to Brothers on Peoria? What's up?
I don't think so.
I'm unfamiliar.
Yeah, not a thing I've heard of.
Looking it up.
You absolute dick. Yes, give me the hamburgers. Where'd the rest of the hamburgers go?
Is it the one with the logo with a bunch of pigs on it? Oh, that dude's back.
Yep, like I said, there's a boss rush at the end of this game.
Very Capcom.
Yeah. It was of the age.
Yep.
Sucker. Well,
Righto.
that wasn't
So it is the one with the pigs. Righto, yeah, like this, the food looks good. Pictures I'm seeing.
You don't.
Definitely have to check that out once we have the chance again.
Oh shit.
Pretty
Ah,
standard
why did I
affair.
do that?
Looks quite filling.
Thank
There's something
you.
Jay and I like, it's calories. And it looks like they're pretty well equipped in that.
Where you at?
Gosh, for me it's like...
Oh.
I'm trying to think, because like a lot of the gems that were here like a long time ago aren't anymore, but like this like Frua tie is amazing. God, La Tolteca burned down, that's sad. But like they were amazing.
Make your way for me, asshole.
I know there are more, I just off the top of my head, heck if I can I will say that India Palace, the Indian food place, has existed I think in like 3 different places since I was a kid. They've never been closer to me than they are now, and that's not great for my lamb consumption, but goodness, they are some of the best Indian food that I've had here. The only thing that tops it is, it's not here, but I
Shit.
had one in, had some at a little shop in San Francisco
That was
that was
dumb.
just fucking amazing,
Okay.
but other than that, they've been the top here. They're really, really good. There's a lot of gems here.
Yeah. That was one of the main things I'll say for Arizona. Local food, pretty good. Like, I'm sure that's something that's true for a lot of places, but hey. The fact that Arizona even has that at the very least.
Oh, Hitsa-sen says we have a La Tolteca near where we live. Yo,
Nice.
righto. That's fantastic.
God damn it. Fuck. I was doing pretty good.
It's like the closest thing to like real true Mexican
Oh,
food.
I have to fight against the bad guy again, don't
Had
I?
like a little shop in it, a little market. They had a bakery, Jay. Oh, the bakery.
I think I have to fight the bad guy again.
Oh no.
I can't remember. Pretty sure.
Yeah, one thing I'll say, for a couple times in my life I've had to, for like short amounts of time, move inward into the country. And the thing I took for granted here growing up is we have such a diverse range of food, of like really like good food.
Uh-huh.
You know, I remember asking someone in Tennessee, I believe it was in Chattanooga, where do you get Chinese food here? And they said, well, there's one place, you don't go there. I'm like, oh, alright.
Remember how I was getting cocky a minute ago and saying that I might beat the rest of this game tonight?
You're thinking that might not happen yet?
It's probably not gonna happen tonight. It's a boss rush, so you know what that means. I have to get through it in one shot.
Yeah. I love how Streamlabs has apparently alerted us 66 times about dropped frames like we don't know.
Yeah, it's a really good software. It's doing its best, you know.
Hubris. Indeed, Edmund. If there's one thing that we of the Life City are known for, it's putting our foot right down into our throat. Just shoving it down there. Foot into mouth.
Oh, come on. Thankfully, this fight is like, it's mostly easy, it's just very tedious.
Yeah. That could be the real thing that wears you down sometimes. Oftentimes for me.
There.
Nothing against you, I'm just saying when I play that kind of thing.
Especially when I fuck up my main chance to get damage in. Now you're gonna do that thing. Okay. Whatever you say, game. See, I would say this is already going swimmingly compared to first time.
You got it. You're gonna be okay. You got this, Jay. You got it.
And then I jinx myself again.
You got it, you got it, you got it.
What? Where did you go? You disappeared for like a few minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flying weirdos!
Is that actually referencing something, or do you just keep saying
I think that's referencing us.
Is that our first big joke, the flying weirdos?
Might have been.
Ugh.
Or something was being an annoying flying enemy, and it was just like, God, these fucking flying weirdos. I think it was you, possibly.
Shit. No! God damn it.
Oh, purple stuff, alright.
No, this is bad purple stuff. This is
Oh.
purple stuff that I don't want to be in.
Right out.
This is purple stuff that if I stay in
This
for long
purple
enough...
stuff actually tastes like grapes, that's kinda gross.
God damn it. Oh my god, for the life of me, I cannot get the fucking... Why are you doing this? I'm just trying to get to the...
Oh my god.
Don't get tilted. Don't get tilted at this children's video game.
Deep breaths.
I was just saying a minute ago that this fight isn't that hard.
Yeah.
You are the worst. You're the worst. There.
Yay!
Fucking asshole. Okay.
Alright.
Davidson! is in the house. Again, dude. Yeah, that's fine. Break the fucking hammer there. It's an axe, not a hammer. Well, where'd you stop jumping around? Okay, hammer.
Why you gotta jump all the time? Stop jumping.
Oh. Not what I meant to do. Give me the hamburgers.
Oh, Nair specifies it's a Labras, not Nax. in particular.
Thanks, Nair. That is a fair point of criticism. I've forgotten my axes, and frankly, it's irresponsible for me. Especially.
I don't call any of my axes. They were all dicks.
Shit. I could really use that health that's in the background there.
Y'all got any more of that health?
Got any more than cheese boigas?
Please, Lord, bring me a pizza. Oh, please, Lord.
I
I'm
cannot.
so hungry, Lord.
I
Please
cannot
bring me a
get
pizza.
into this bit right now. Fucking.
Listen, it's the gay axe. I thought you should know.
No, yeah, no. That was the thing I was going to actually use as like I should. Like I wasn't fully joking when I said like I should know my axe knowledge, because that is the gay axe. That's like the one that if I were going to get a like gay pride tattoo, it would be the like an axe, a Lavras on my wrist.
Pizzas and ways and blades are the best kind of axe. Which one's are those again? Looking at
that took the majority of my health off.
Oh no!
That's like great.
Oh yeah, righto. Yeah, Blade's the kitchen.
Fucking. I'm gonna die again.
Oh,
God damn it.
no.
Do it again. Thank you.
Just focus on that. I'll focus on chat. You make that happen.
Thank you.
So, did I talk about Pizza Priest in like one of our things?
Anything?
yet?
No.
I might not have. So, I don't even
Give me the
remember how
burgers,
it
give me
came
the
to be,
burgers.
but like
Oh god.
in
I
our
need to
first
save
apartment, Jay was
that
like,
burger.
in our first apartment, Jay was like mentioning how much we wanted pizza. We were waiting on one to arrive. We were like stupid hungry. We'd done something very physical that day, and like, just she said something to the effect of, "Please bring me a pizza," and just I began laughing my ass off because I was just picturing like, what if there's like this priest, like I guess this man of the cloth, if you will, very purple and withered and just like barely clinging to life because he's so goddamn hungry. I'm talking like just absolutely starving, and he's just like looking up to the sky like, "Please, Lord, bring me a pizza. Only a pizza will do, Lord. Please, I beg of you." And just like, I started just continuously riffing on that. "I followed your writings to the letter and wanted for nothing. You've taken my wife and children. I have nothing, Lord. Now all I want is a pizza. Please, Lord, bring me a pizza." And like, I drew him. I don't have the illustration anymore, but just very pathetic, wide-eyed dude with very sunken cheeks who clearly needs a pizza. And just, there's one floating in the sky. I guess he's mistaken the sun for a pizza. I mean, I guess it would burn just as brightly in front of him. He wanted that pizza. Like, real talk. But this was a character that I sort of invented in my head. And, like, I'm not tired of. I still love the guy. He's just this poor schmuck who just has run on some hard times.
God damn it.
Oh no!
Ah.
Was it because I was telling the pizza story?
No, it wasn't because of the
okay.
pizza story. It's okay that you're telling the pizza story.
Thank you. I'm proud of it.
Please, Lord, give me something.
Give me something, Lord. Give me anything. Preferably a pizza.
I remember the way that that voice happened was like I was just singing a weird voice. Please, oh God, bring me a pizza.
Because that's the thing, only you can really do the voice properly.
This was before we ever went. Quarantine was even a thing on our mind. My brain was already fucking dying.
That made me so happy, because like, we early on, you know, living together, when you live with someone, you start going, okay, who's gonna crack first? Who's going to make it clear that they're a complete fucking goofball and that their brain has already started to melt? And you never know who's gonna crack first. But God, like when I learned that she too was just as much of a weirdo as me, I'd never felt more at home. That's when I was like, I'm gonna propose to her. And I did, you know, it's like a couple of years ago now, right?
Might be 3 years ago.
Holy shit. But yeah, like that was when I knew that she was the one, and she was just like such a goddamn goofball, and I'm like, yep, she too has the curse.
No, don't knock me off the thing.
I want it. Pizza priest TM, do not steal. But does the Lord's Pizza have pineapple?
No.
You know, there are entire groups of followers who are killing each other over that fact, and we like to not think about it.
They're like different sects, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a fine French champagne! God!
Look, I don't care if you believe in pineapple or not. The point is that we all appreciate pizza.
God.
Can we all come
I feel
together?
like this boss is here just to fucking drain your health, because
Yeah.
Hulk Davidson is not that hard.
No,
I just keep fucking up. This guy, though, is just annoying.
Yeah, he seems a lot more formidable in that regard.
Not even formidable. He's like...
Well, to your health bar, I mean.
Oh my god, and I keep fucking up the goddamn timing on my dive thing.
Lord, if you could throw some roasted garlic on that pizza, that would be supreme. Nevertheless, I'll take anchovies.
Supreme.
Whatever you have. I'll eat a Hawaiian pizza. I don't care anymore. Just please send me a pizza. Bring me a pizza, Lord. Bestow it upon me. Yeah, that dude really wants a pizza. He is a pizza-wanting motherfucker.
Good thing it fucking wasted my thing on a dodge. God damn it.
No. follower of the pineapple sect are heretical. They are unworthy of the pizza. Being Jay is suffering. Yeah.
Apparently.
I'm a weird middle ground person. I like pineapple on a pizza in the circumstances that it is like a fire oven brick roasted, small enough that it's charred on the edges kind of thing. But when it's like a Domino's ass making it wet and cold abomination, not about that. There's a way to do it gourmet and perfect enough.
Then I fall.
Where it isn't just a wet, freezing cold disaster, and that is when I love it. So it can be done, rarely is ever done right. But it's also one of those things where it's like, well, it's not what I immediately go for. I won't turn my head to it if it's food. I've starved before. I'm okay with Hawaiian pizza. It's an edible. Not inedible, it's an edible. It is something that can be consumed safely, to some degree.
Great.
Jay may fail, but not like this. It won't be by your hand. Hell no. Fuck this bat.
I'd like to at least get through this part without losing a life.
Who Ruby in here?
Oh,
was that brought up in that? I feel like I have a faint memory of that.
what are you doing?
People don't like
Oh my
food.
god.
I remember when, like, every store was picked clean, Jay and I had to pick up a couple of essentials, and, like, where all the bagels were, it was just gone, but there was, like, a bunch of raisin bagels, and I laughed my ass off realizing, even in an apocalypse, people don't think that raisin bagels are food. That's hilarious. Yes, I do like that, as well. The soundtrack is amazing, butt metal. I was blaring Caffeine the last time I was hitting the freeway. It's such a good track, and like, it's amazing with its soundtrack. Ruby is very good for music.
Why to do that? Why'd you start that with on the first fucking move of fight?
I mean, honestly, I am the first to laugh at every joke it very much that series deserves, but I still enjoy it despite that. People are picky about what bottled water they get in an emergency. That's fair. That's very fair. It all comes from the same municipal filtered tap. So...
all comes from the same 5 companies that have, you know, privatized the water.
Yeah.
The water supply of the United States.
And I know that, like, you know, and the thing is in Phoenix, we're not a metropolitan area that gets, like, drinkable water from the tap, but, like, you know, so we need to get bottled by some means or some other source of it, but God, like, just, I don't know. We run everything through a filter here, but yeah, you gotta do something with that. But as for getting bottled water, I really haven't noticed much of a difference between any of them, and from what I understand, there's very good reason for that. They're all just kind of the same.
Yeah, exactly. They're all owned by, like, the same 5 companies.
There
who,
is
you know,
one shittier company, though, because there's some that, for the life of them, taste like chlorine. Whatever agents they use to clean it just, I don't know, tastes like our tap water, which, those are usually the cheaper brands that come in giant packs of a lot.
I was just waiting for the last bounce of that to send me off of the platform that I was on.
Oh my God.
Like, that would have been the perfect little topper to the misery I'm going through right now in this fucking fight. Hit any of the bats! Just any of them, please! There it is. I was waiting for that to happen. Alright. Please just get down here.
God, this fucking guy! What a time-wasting boss.
Like, that is the actual reason why I hate this boss right now, is because it just feels like a fucking time sink. I'm sure I'll do some... Alright, it's almost 10 and I got one more life left.
It's exactly 10.
So I'm taking one more shot at...
Already off to a great start.
I keep doing it.
Yeah.
It keeps happening. I warned you about weird bat discs, bro. I warned you about them. Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Glad there's someone that has faith in me.
I think we all do. I think chat believes in you.
That's a weird thing that just happened.
Yeah.
Get over here. I am sorry for all the yelling into the mic that I'm doing currently.
Spider kick, spider kiss. They have faith in you, Jay.
Great.
Everybody wants to see you succeed!
Well, I hate to break it to you, but this ain't gonna be the one, Chief. I appreciate it, though. Hate those lips. Oh my god!
Is Batarang copywritten?
Yeah, speaking of, that actually reminded me of something that might help me in this fight.
Bear says, I am your antagonist. I do not want to see you succeed. Oh no!
Thanks, Nair. I actually do appreciate that. I need my antagonist so I stay punchy in response to everything.
Pizza Zen says, everyone give your energy to Jay so she can use a spirit bomb. Yes! We need this.
God. It's fine.
Everyone think of Ness. They're saying, hoovering up the positive energy so Jay don't get me. No! No! No, it's not working. Oh god, you have a hell of a protagonist, Jay. An antagonist, sorry.
I am the protagonist.
You are. I'm just funny with English. Slord.
I hate that he, like, just so perfectly swoops down onto you, like, just to be a dick.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Throws hair out to gunk up the Hoover. Yes!
I would argue that the battle happening in the chat is more engaging than the battle happening on the screen right now.
You know what the worst thing is for, like, a vacuum? Just, like, dental floss. Nothing so much gets caught up in everything and then into the workings and the bits. I'm sorry, I'm giving your antagonist ideas, I'm sure, but but god, those have been the worst for me. Just fucking horrible. They're like hairs times like 100. They're horrible.
Just slow down.
They're bad.
God, I can do the fucking spiral thing any time that I don't want to do it.
Oh no, my rotating brush.
Yeah, this is just not gonna be the one.
How did dental floss get in the carpet? I want to know that. But somehow it finds a way. Life finds a way. Dental floss fucking gets on the carpet. And it's always like cinnamon, you know, and you haven't bought cinnamon dental floss for like 10 years and you're like, where is this coming from? Are the spiders like pulling it into the walls as I sleep and bringing it back out for the inconvenience of later? I don't know. I don't know how spiders work.
Yeah, you throw those out.
Somebody did the floss in your living room, Fortnite.
Ugh. Ugh. I like the lack of commitment to that bit. Nice. I just had to do it when he was, like, immediately starting up the thing, and it worked out.
Yay.
My punches won't reach him. Alright. This one. Okay. I don't feel, you know,
Yeah,
I don't feel as defeated
that's good.
as I did at the end of the last two streams.
You came a long way in this one. You've covered a lot of ground. And, in typical Jay fashion, we're gonna knock it out next time. Pretty much second go. That seems to be your thing.
Next one is probably gonna be the last one in Viewtiful Jae, I think.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get through it then.
Because I'm pretty sure the boss rush is like, why is he so unfun? I don't, you know, I couldn't